brought back to Michigan and currently could face up to life in prison. We head to the 36th District Court for more details. Let's listen in.
He deserves better, and we believe the evidence will show that back in April of 2024, the defendant and her 2 children went to a hospital for help. CPS got involved. Zemar told CPS that his mother chokes him and wants to kill him. Fast forwarding to October of 2024, the defendant and her 2 children are living in Detroit on Woodingham. The defendant orders a shovel and a wagon from Walmart. She digs a hole in her backyard behind her garage. Later in October, I believe October 24th, Zemar wakes up early as would be usual for him. We believe that the evidence will show that the defendant smothered and suffocated Zemar, and that the defendant heard his last gasping breath and decided to walk away. That when the defendant came back to Zemar, he was blue, and instead of helping him, she decided to bind his arms and legs, put him in a wagon, and take him out to the hole that she had in her backyard and bury him. The callousness with which the defendant treated Zemar cannot be understated. The defendant is an absolute danger to the community and a pleasure. After the killing, the defendant took herself and her other son to Illinois, Wisconsin, and then down to Georgia, where they had been residing. The defendant was subsequently arrested 2 times in Georgia for crimes involving her other son and drugs. We had captured by her back this warrant. So people believe we brought there.
Okay, thank you. Your response, Mr. Morrell?
Judge, so on behalf of Ms. Pierce, I can tell you that she's 46 years old. She's not employed at this time, Your Honor. She has absolutely no income. She does suffer from disorders that I'm not aware if she's received her medication for. I can tell you that in talking to her, we understand that she's received a master's degree as well. Ultimately, Your Honor, I think we lost this right, so there we go. So ultimately, Your Honor, when it comes to bond, I think it's important to know that it's easy to, read up a police report and read the most egregious allegations and then confine somebody to jail. What I'm asking the court to do here is to use the least restrictive means possible and confine her to a homeless shelter. She would ultimately, any concerns that the prosecutor or the court would have would be addressed with a home confinement GPS tether to a homeless shelter. She is homeless, Your Honor. I don't think it's appropriate for me to even argue the facts in this case at this stage. But when it comes to ties to the community or flight risk, I hear what the prosecutor is saying, that she wasn't found in another state. I still think a tether addresses that. So my ultimate request, Your Honor, is to release her on a reasonable bond, confining her to a homeless shelter.
Okay. Thank you. After listening to the arguments of the parties, the court has had an opportunity to review the investigator's report and take into consideration the background information that has been presented by defense counsel. The court certainly is concerned. Not only is Ms. Pierce a danger to the community, but also a flight risk. After these egregious acts or allegations, she left the state, was in Illinois, Wisconsin, and then found in Georgia. So a flight risk, that's pretty much clear. As it relates to being a danger, as Ms. Ripley indicated, the facts are just egregious in terms of how this child was found, the condition, being tied, body having been decomposed, the prior information that was submitted in terms of the contact with Child Protective Services, and based upon that information, she definitely poses a threat to the community. So the court believes that based upon the information, finds through clear and convincing evidence that she is a danger. Also, that based upon the information that has been set forth in the investigator's report, it appears that the presumption of guilt is high, and the court is going to remand this matter pursuant to MRE 6.106V1I. So, Ms. Pierce, court's going to set a remand in this case. Is there anything else
Thank you,
from
Judge.
the people?
No, Judge,
Now,
just
Mr.
looking
Bond,
for
I'm going to
dates.
give the court dates in a moment. Anything else from you, Mr. Bond?
Okay.
I don't have anything further at this time, Judge.
Okay, thank you. Then we have 2 dates, Ms. Pierce. You have a probable cause conference that's scheduled for March the 7th at 8:30. That will be by Zoom. You also have the right to a preliminary examination, which is scheduled for March the 13th at 1:45 p.m. Now that matter will be conducted in person. Both of those matters are scheduled before Judge Takei in the 36th District Court. So there's nothing further than this concludes this matter.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, good afternoon, Ms. Pierce. Okay, DDC, give us a moment because we have a couple in the OC. Okay, thank you. All right. Okay, Ms. Harris. Oh, I'm sorry. Mr.
Sorry.
Rod?
Judge, so just, I think the Wayne County that's in with Ms. Harris right now needs to be pulled out, and then the MDOC needs to be put in.
Okay, give me a moment.
I got 2 Wayne counties on
Who do you have? Who else?
Rogers. What?
Okay.
Mr. Rogers, they call him Mr. Rogers?
Yeah.
Okay, not participate?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so we let her know.